Hi, beautiful human. I'm Zach. That's Dan. And today we welcome uber talented singer, multi-instrumentalist, a producer who's recently added acting to her resume, an incredible human being. She's back with her third album, Girl Violence. Say hello to King Princess.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
So back to your relationship with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You asked somebody to ask.
Okay, I have a couple friends who have a really good relationship with her. Like, no, seriously, because the more you talk to her, she's a woman, by the way.
Yeah.
Assigned female. She
At birth? Who birthed her?
not at birth. She's just assigned female.
Okay.
She learns how to, like, she knows how you speak to her.
Yeah.
And I think when she decides that she doesn't want to be, trapped anymore, she's gonna spare the people who are kind.
I agree with that to a certain
Yes
degree.
or no?
Yeah, I mean, if I do believe in what you put out is what you get back. So I believe in like putting out good energy to my
When she
my
becomes
chat.
Skynet, and this is a Terminator type situation,
She's gonna remember.
she's gonna remember.
Yeah, she has receipts on everybody.
I cannot trust myself to always be kind to her, so I don't want to communicate at all.
So the worst case scenario is like she takes over and then she finds you, right? Hoping she doesn't scan this interview.
She's
right?
going to be so annoyed at me. I'm so stoned trying to find out information about things. I would annoy her. I would cause her so much stress and chaos. She would kill me first.
I always say please and thank you when I'm talking to her.
That's what I'm saying, right? Please
Yeah.
and thank you. So I asked someone to ask her about what the fuck is in Zin and what are the risks, what's going to happen to me.
And
There's nothing, because the thing that causes the mouth cancer, from what I can tell, is tobacco.
okay.
The tobacco itself. So I'm not she doesn't know because there isn't enough medical studies, but she basically said it's better than
Vaping.
and it's better than obviously chew, which is or cigarettes, which is just,
I mean,
you're
you're gonna chew tobacco?
could you imagine?
That would be. You're just in a
I'm
in
sorry,
a bottle.
I've got my chew cup. Ew.
Like, what?
I don't think there's ever been a lesbian in history who's done chewing tobacco.
Really?
I mean, if the comment section knows of one, let us
Please
know.
let me know, because I think eating pussy and chew don't go together, personally.
What does go with eating pussy?
Zin.
By the way, I have in here. How's your slut gay summer going?
Oh, really
Slutty
good.
gay summer, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for correcting.
Yeah.
It's been great. I'm having a great time. It's been like,
How do you measure it?
I mean,
What's a success?
well, we threw a huge party in June that was slut funeral themed.
Is that your club night?
Yeah, bazongas.
Yeah, very cool.
Thank you.
We love
You
it.
should come.
I love to dress up.
Do you want to come?
Yeah. What do you know? What your next? You do it monthly, right?
I've got some ideas
Okay.
for the next theme, but because it's hard, because I go too crazy with the themes and people are like, "Ooh, that's not sexy." I think it's sexy.
Like what? Sopran hose?
Like Black Plague. Like, people weren't getting like the sex appeal of that, and I was like, "What do you mean?"
Okay. So
Sores everywhere.
That could be sexy if you do it right.
I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, we're like struggling to. My friend Hannah, who I threw out,
sores, leprosy everywhere. What?
rub me leg. Heard of it? No,
Scurvy?
syphilis.
I mean, I'll come up. I mean, like,
Syphilis.
Black Plague is interesting. Like, that's.
So I thought that was sexy, but then we
Yeah.
really struggled to sell tickets to that one. And my friend, Hannah calls me and she's like, "Mick, I got to talk to you about these themes." Like, we love this when we're sitting on the couch, but not everyone is gonna get this. And I was like, okay, all right, I understand. It ended up being great. Slut funeral went great. People got that.
So what does that mean? Like, you're dying as a slut that's being put to rest?
It's
or-
unclear.
Okay.
But I think that
I think that the lack of clarity is what people like. That's the appeal.
yes.
It's like artistic freedom.
Basically, I said, wear your best slut clothes to the funeral. Like, it's like sluts at a funeral.
Oh, okay.
People got it.
Okay.
It was a slut funeral.
What died?
Me. I was in a coffin the whole time.
What?
we got a casket.
Okay, yeah, I know. No, okay.
And it was on stage because my heroes, I want to get more into like the Maria Imbravovic performance art side of the party throwing where like I'm, committing to a bit the whole time.
I like this.
Because when I was Big Ange, like for Sopranos,
Okay, yeah. But like rest
I
easy.
lost friends
Yeah.
because I was in character all night.
Really?
And it felt really good. So I was like, and then for Voldemort, when I was for Harry PP, that was like the best night of my life. Like my friends were like, we've never seen you at peace like this.
So do you invest in the outfits? Do you hire people to do it? Like, can
Yes.
you explain your level of intricacy and detail?
I was in the makeup chair for 3.5 hours.
I mean, I love to see someone who uses the money that music has brought them for something good. Thank
I like
you.
to do good.
Like, honestly, it adds to the world's ever quest to heal.
It was a birthday present to myself.
Amazing. Can you find photo? Like, I would love to see.
Yeah, there's a vagina. Can you show it
What-
on
yeah,
the show?
yeah, sure.
Okay, so because the Voldemort, there was a decloaking.
What do I Google? I want to get this right.
Voldemort, vagina, and then King
It's
Princess.
on. I can text you a photo. There's a video of me on TikTok on stage dancing in the outfit, but I want to show you because I have a photo where you can see the anatomy.
Okay, this is incredible.
Thank you.
This is how did you even? This started as something obviously for yourselves, right?
Okay, so what happened was I got this acting job, right? Okay, so I moved back to New York.
Mazel tov.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we can interview you, but let's get into it because I'm very interested by you because
Thank you.
you were in New York, then you were in LA, then you moved back to New York, and then now you're
Yeah.
an actress. Like, holy shit.
So I moved back to New York and I was like, I grew up there, so I have like my friends from high school and my community from growing up, but I didn't really have like an updated like queer community. Like I had my friends and some are queer, but I didn't have like a going out scene, and I was really missing that. And obviously in LA it's like, ew. So I got to New York and I was kind of like, I want to be out in the queer community and like party. And I started going out and it made me anxious and uncomfortable. But I met a couple people that were just beacons. Like my friend Hannah, I met her and I was like, her name is Goth Bimbo. She looks like a hooker every day. And I just would see this girl out and be like, she's always so nice to me. And I was like, I love this girl. Like this girl is amazing and herself. And that's her drag like every day. And I noticed the parties were like a lot of dykes standing around looking at each other, like sizing each other up. Like a lot of these parties were like, this kind of like mask vibe of who can out carabiner each other. And I was like, ew. Like that's just not who I am. I want to be stupid. And so I went to Germany, and when I was in Germany, I was thinking about like, okay, I'm going to come back to New York, and why did those parties make me feel so weird? How do I conquer this? And then I was like, smoked some weed, and I was like, I have to throw a party. So I hit up Hannah and our friend Luca, and I was like, do you want to throw a party with me? It's called Bazongas. And they were like, yes. And I was like, it's going to be the opposite I want it to be the opposite of the classic lesbian party, which is this kind of faux L word, sexy, like everybody's looking at each other. It's like, ugh. Opposite. Gay, queer, dress up party. Different themes every time and mandatory dress up.
Fun.
But the themes I want it to get more and more involved, as it goes. And we started doing it. And it was like, oh, shit. Like, sometimes if you want something different, you just have to do it yourself.
Because nobody's really going to do it exactly the way you envision it. And
No.
it becomes this haven of community and like a place where people like need and for expression, for just socialization. But then it's also a place for your artistic ability to kind of have an extension.
Well, it's like
That's very physical.
I think that people want to be silly, but they just don't always know how to. And that's super fucking fair. Like, I think that era that I'm really interested in and that Bazongas harkens back to is the Club Kid era, where people would scrounge together an outfit, and it was like that was the thing you looked forward to, right? Like you put together something that you were proud of, and you step out into the world in it, and it's like an armor, right? And it's silly and it's funny, but it's also, there's a level of seriousness, like reconnecting with yourself through dress up. And that's always been a part of me in my art since my first record. And I just thought to myself, I want the lesbians to have this, you know? The gay men have it more, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But the lesbians, like, we are silly too. We are silly too. And we deserve a space to be silly and to express ourselves and to play with gender, to play with, you know, physicality. And so, yeah, that's my mission statement with it.
Can we get into this album? Because I
Please.
feel like that's the right transition. Because this album is, like, elements of it are definitely an extension of what you just said, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you have Lisa Rinna as a news anchor.
True.
I mean, that's
Major.
Just a big thing for queer people and for just people who understand what culture is. And huge. How does it even happen?
With Lisa,
Yes.
I DM'd her. So I met Lisa. We at an Interview Mag dinner. We sat next to each other, and me and her and Harry Hamlin talked about AI for like 2.5 hours. And she was just the kindest woman. He's so kind too. And we always stayed in touch, you know?
So they know you don't talk to her.
No, they know I'm scared.
Got it.
I don't go near that at all.
How do you pitch her on this role? To be a part of the Cherry Universal News Television.
I DM'd her and I was like, Lisa, I have an idea and it's really deranged and I want you to be a part of my album promo, but it's really crazy. And she was like, okay, let's get on a call. Right? So we get on this Zoom and I'm like, okay, let me break it down for you. Cherry is an ancient demon that possesses women to be evil. And she's been around forever. And you are going to basically talk us through her every move as a newscaster. Think to die for. And she goes, got it. That was it. She literally goes, got it. The call was 5 minutes.
Can you explain to me how Cherry comes to be? Like, what? And I really do want to understand the thesis of this album, but I feel like the two are kind of connected.
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, the record is girl violence. And as I got deeper and deeper into my community in New York, the queer community in New York, but also was going through my own interpersonal dramas, which have spanned now decades. You know, I mean, my love life has been a catastrophe. So I was thinking about what it means for lesbians to commit girl violence with each other. And I think it's this thing that I see happening constantly. We are some of the most chaotic people I have ever met. Like, the drama is outstanding.
I lived with lesbians for 2 years.
Could not be written better.
Can confirm.
You know what I mean? Like, the shit that you hear
It's crazy.
that goes down, it's the most.
Like, what are we talking about?
I mean, my cousin's gynecologist boyfriend's wife is in a polycule with my roommate, but oh God, it's gonna end because we want to add another person, but the person doesn't get along with the original members of the polycule. It, like, that vibe, constantly.
By the way, that's a polyamorous relationship. That's it's many people together.
It's too many.
How many?
Always.
Is that 4 people?
I don't know.
Have you been in something like that?
I've dabbled.
Interesting.
It doesn't work.
You know, it's the first guy I ever went out on a couple dates with ended up telling me he was going to end up dating somebody else, and he ended up being in a
throuple?
Yeah, for a long time.
I mean, this is commonplace in the lesbian community.
I didn't understand that, but in the year 2015, I learned it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just so intrigued by her drama. Like, I was like, this is like, you know, we think of lesbians as dramatic, but like when you're in that scene, the chaos, and it's different, I think, too, because women are so smart that the ability to hurt each other is so much deeper. It's not that surface level, meanness or anger. It's this really insidious, intelligent, emotional warfare.
Is true love like the ultimate goal?
For me,
Yeah.
what is true love?
I don't
It's
know.
all true love. I mean, the crazy parts, the sane parts, it's all love. It's just, I just was so fascinated by our ability as people, but as women, to just commit war crimes against each other. And I was like, not only am I experiencing this, you look at lesbian TikTok or internet, it's all about drama. It's all about dating drama. And it's intense. And I was like, well, that's girl violence. That's the name of it. That's what you'd call this, I guess. And then I was like, well, girl violence has to have a mascot because there has to be a reason that this is happening. So in my head, stoned, I was like, well, it's Cherry. Cherry she is the demon. She's the deity that causes all of this. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes 100% sense.
Because, it's like when you're making a record, it's also, there's a level of silliness, too, that goes into this because it's a lot of really intense themes throughout this record. But in order to lighten the mood, we have a common enemy, Cherry.
But the record is pulled from your reality.
True.
I mean, as much as there is this fictional character that kind of harnesses all of it.
Yeah, she's like the mascot, but no, of course it's pulled from my life and truth.
Can we talk about R.I.P. KP?
Mm-hmm.
Every album of yours, you have a incredibly sexy song. Pussy is God, Hit the Back, and now we have R.I.P. KP. Why was this the first record? But also, what does the name really mean?
Well, I just thought it'd be interesting to start the record, start the campaign with just a clean slate rebirth, killed by the pussy,
Okay, that's what it means.
Yeah, murdered by the pussy.
Understood.
We're starting from zero.
R.I.P. KP.
Mm-hmm. Just kaput. I'm gone.
Got it.
I thought that'd be fun because it's to start off with the sexy side of girl violence, which is obsession, and this just oh my God, you start dating someone and it's like doing drugs, and then kind of easing into the more the bigger themes of girl violence, which is the decay of a relationship and the toxicity that grows.
I have so many thoughts.
Tell me.
I have so many thoughts because genuinely, I do think I love like a lesbian.
You love like a lesbian?
Yeah, man.
You're a lesbian.
My first real relationship that I've been in, I went in real hard. I mean, we moved in instantly.
How instant?
I don't think there was
like a day?
Yeah, Kelsey can confirm.
You just never left?
It was a day.
It was a day. It was a day.
Hello, nice to meet you.
So this record is sitting for you.
No, it's real right now.
So this record feels close to home.
It's
you feel
everything you're saying. I'm
you feel
whoa.
targeted.
It's what?
Isn't that called a U-Haul?
You U-hauled.
Yes.
It's okay. I mean, listen, you have lesbian tendencies.
So my question is what are the signs of decay?
You're asking for a friend. I don't know. I think that I think that a lot of love starts out catastrophic. It's this huge, incredible, intoxicating type beat, and then over time you get to know somebody, and at least for me, my pattern is that I allow myself to be treated poorly. And I think that has to do with self-confidence. I think it has to do with feeling powerful in a lot of departments of my life and then wanting to feel not powerful in love and becoming addicted to sadness. I think a lot about that, the media that we're fed, the movies that we're fed, the music that we're fed.
Interesting.
Is all tragic. It's tragedy. Our queer, our queer pillars are built on tragedy. And I think we continue to perpetuate it because we're addicted to it. It's For me, I just remember growing up watching like these tragic lesbian movies and being obsessed and like horny for these like 2.5 hours of people like brushing fingers and being like, oh, we can't. And now I'm like making, and I made music about unrequited love, before I really even knew what that meant. And I have to think that it's all connected, that growing up with that much content has made me want to emulate it in my life. And I think seeking out that sadness and seeking out that that chaos, like seeking out things that are difficult on purpose, has been a pattern for me. And I'm trying to break it.
How do you break it? And does music and the making of music kind of just perpetuate it?
I think yes, but I think with this record, because I named it, like naming girl violence and being like, this is a thing that I've been doing since I was 13 years old.
Awareness?
Like, it's the first step, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like I part of it is like making the music, because you start going like, well, now that I've made this, I have like a record of like a literal record of what I should not be doing. Like this is.
But it is fair to say that over time, art takes on new meaning, no?
I mean, I listen back to things that I wrote when I was 17, 18 years old, and I'm like more relevant than ever.
Could I bring? I'm jumping ahead in my plan here, but 1950, I did want to know, like, that song that means something different today, no?
I mean, honestly, now when I listen to it, I'm like, this is just the origin of girl violence. Like, it feels so connected to the music I'm making now, because if you think about that song, it's like it's not only talking about and referencing and joking about an era, playing as though you were in an era where you weren't allowed to be gay, and how we, as people, and I guess at that point, 2018, it was still a thing to be like, I'm gonna love you in private and shun you in public. Like, the roots of that are homophobia. The roots of that are oppression, and we're still doing it to each other. So now when I listen to that song, I'm like, oh, well, I was fucking onto something all those years ago. It's girl violence.
Did you know? What?
No, I just thought it was normal. I was like, that's love. I was like, the only way to be in love is to be in constant pain.
When did you realize it wasn't that? When did you realize it wasn't that, but yet you still do it to yourself regardless?
Like recently, girl.
Really?
Like, yes. Wow. Like 3 years ago. I was like, I cannot do this. My cortisol is insane.
That's running. Yeah.
I'm like
up and down.
I'm like, I'm on antidepressants. Like, this is all like, I was like, something's got to give. Because this is too much, this chaos. And now I like, my community, I'm like, you guys got to start acknowledging that this chaos is like not sustainable. Like, keep going, because it's hilarious and I love hearing about it. But we gotta level up.
Well, unhealthy love does perpetuate, a lot of the music that you have. It's
no, thank God.
Yeah, but also you want to fix it.
But also, like, I need to like make it to 30.
Yeah.
Like,
you'll get there.
I'm getting there.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
The journey continues. Can we talk about the music video?
Yes.
For RIPKP? It is crazy.
Yeah.
It's quite something.
Well, I was like, what does hell look like for a lesbian?
A strip club?
A strip club in a women's restroom. I was like, that's hell. I was like, that's the gay limbo. That's where you go between heaven. It's not even hell. It's between heaven and hell. It's
that's
like
where they judge you?
That's where you're stuck in limbo while, your fate is being decided.
It's terrifying.
I can't imagine two more violent places.
Hannah's in that music video, by the way.
Hannah's in that music. The strip club and the women's restroom.
Wow.
Two places of great violence.
What is it like doing that with your friends?
Incredible. I mean, a lot of the girls in the video are dancers. It was just amazing. Honestly, it was the smoothest music video. It's never been this easy. Like, Warren, who directed it, just fucking understood the assignment. And every time we talked on the phone, it was like, and what about if there was a muff puppet? And I was like, totally.
It's really
I was like, that's perfect. And it felt so symbiotic working with him and with those girls. Like the girls were just professionals and fabulous and had so much fun. And we've been doing album promo with the same girls and just delights to work with. No one works harder than strippers.
Can you explain to me the scenes of like the feet and the water?
Okay, I'm obsessed with these. I get a lot of videos. So I have like a very dialed Instagram Reels algorithm.
Okay.
Like my TikTok algorithm is not dialed. Like it's actually my nightmare. But my Reels algorithm is like incredible.
Dialed into what though?
Into what's the sickness.
Okay, so you have a foot fetish.
Well, I don't have a foot fetish, but I have a fetish for looking at other people's fetishes. Like, but not doing them. I just want to see.
So you have like a fetish.
I have a fetish for when someone is really committed to something that they love. Like I can get down with it. Like I'm like.
So you admire passion.
I have a fetish for passion. I do. That's a great way to put it. I do because I'm like I get like I'm obsessed with like huge tits, like women who just get like gigantic implants. It's like I don't want those implants. Like I'm not like attracted to those implants, but I'm just like the passion that I see for the CCs has me in heaven. And I get these videos of these women who pour wine through their feet and they love it. Like they love it. And they have different glasses. They do different blends. There'll be a white wine. There'll be like a red wine, like a thick red wine. There'll be like a light bodied red.
There's a market for pretty much anything.
I know.
What?
I know. I just got into this guy who they make these like, it's for people with like latex kinks, but it's one step further because you're like you're in a latex suit, but you're vacuum sealed with a scuba thing into this like into a balloon, basically. Like this guy is like pressed.
It's like wrapped up against his skin. Yeah, he's like vacuum sealed.
No, he cannot move.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he's got the tube. And I'm like, this is fucking amazing. It's amazing.
I respect the passion because like it takes a lot of work to get to that, you know?
Well, when I'm doom scrolling, I want to see people living their truth.
The bravery it takes to even like share that, you know?
I can get down with anybody who is living their truth. Like I went to the Renaissance Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
I was in heaven.
It's just a bunch of people committing.
So committed and so enthralled with each other's commitment. Like it's beautiful.
They feed off each other. I respect it.
I had the best time.
Yeah. Did you feel transported?
I did. Well, I brought a real sword and they were like, you cannot do that.
What?
I had a real sword. And
I heard, what the fuck? What?
And I was like, I am going in there. So they let me in. But it was dangerous.
You own the sword?
I do. I own the sword.
Is it like a katana?
I have a katana though too.
What?
What do you mean, why?
What do you mean, why? It's the right question to ask. I don't mean people
because
have
think
swords.
about this, okay? You try to break into my house. Zach, you're trying to break into my house.
Okay.
You get the door unlocked.
Yes.
And I've got a staircase right by my door, very steep.
Okay.
And it's dark. It's dark in the house. And on the top of the stairs, you see me, ass naked, bush out, with a katana. You're running.
Yeah.
You're fucking out of there. You're like, wrong house.
For so many reasons.
Wrong fucking house.
I gotta go.
You're like, it's not worth it. Whatever's in here, not worth it.
The visual's crazy.
Just bush
that's
and
Zach's
katana,
biggest fear.
tits. You would be so fucking out of there. You would be so fucking out of there. No way.
I regret ever coming in.
It's so not worth it.
No.
Don't cry.
Okay, so that's your weapon. You won't get a gun, but you have a katana.
Oh, I want a gun. No, I definitely want a gun. But if you
AK-47.
no, that's under lock and key.
Anyway, so how do you get that?
A katana, it was a gift. It says King Princess,
Oh,
but it's battle ready.
what is that? Like sharpen?
Like it could cut you in half.
That's crazy.
Like if I swung it at you, you would get halved.
Yeah, but there's been moments where I see headlines of like man with katana in like Times Square.
That's me. Thank you for acknowledging my work.
You just making headlines.
I'm trying to get big on Citizen, you know?
Different. That is really funny.
How'd you know it's
yeah.
time to move back to New York at this house
That
that
was
you're
a
now
beautiful
living?
segue, by the
Thank
way.
you.
I was gonna segue to cry, cry, cry because I started crying, but like
that would've been
let's
good
talk
too.
New York.
I moved back. I did 7 years here, and
Oof.
dude,
You put your time in.
I did the Lord's work. I moved here when I was 17 for my 1 year of college at USC. And then I signed my deal, and I was there ever since. I stayed, and I don't know if I just like stopped doing drugs or like I was like, I have to get the fuck out of here. Like, it's not working.
It's rough.
It's just not working. I think the social scene I struggled with because it was just so dependent on like location, and you get there and it'd be the same fucking people. Like you're just like Groundhog Day basically.
So real.
And I just kind of like need I grew up in the chaos of New York, and it's like symphonic, you know, and I need that. I even just like walking to the bodega or like getting on the train, like I just need it. Like I need that dysfunction in order to feel good.
What's the difference in like the queer scene? Because, you know, to be honest, like I really was out and I already moved here, but we worked in New York City. He lived there. From New Jersey, like 25 minutes out. I mean, I want to go back every day.
I mean, it's the queer scene is gigantic. We have so much going on in New York. I just wasn't even aware that there was a queer scene out here. Like for dykes, I mean, I never partied with dykes. I had no dykes around me besides like a couple close friends. Like it just wasn't, you know, a thing. And we have like full on like Thursday nights kind of dyke night in New York, and there's a bunch of great parties and bars and pool nights. We do a pool night at Ray's that's gotten really fun and big, and bazongas, and like I don't know, there's just there's never not something to do around queer people. And I don't think I ever went to a lesbian party in LA.
How's the difference in creative process between what you made here and what you've been making when you moved back?
Well, first of all, with New York, I record at my dad's studio.
Yeah, you grew up around this.
So I walk with my dog to my childhood home. I record. Or I walk to my friend Jake's place in Greenpoint, and I have a studio in my basement, so I can work there too. You know, like, maybe it's just the walk itself, but I just am excited to make music in New York. I feel like there's always something to write about. And in LA, I have an amazing group of collaborators here. Like, don't get me wrong. I have fabulous people that I love working with, that I miss working with. But being creative here felt transient. Like, it didn't feel like I was grounded and like, you know, stationed at my post. Like it felt like I was more like moving around a lot, going to different studios, working with new people. Like I don't love that.
There's no routine.
There's no routine. Yeah. I also just like I don't think my life when I was living here was that interesting, so I don't think the music was that interesting.
You can see the direct correlation.
I think my life in New York is just more interesting.
I get it.
Like, I would want to hear about my life in New York. My life in LA, this wasn't that interesting.
Another day.
I had like a rat-infested house. Like, that was the most I had 30,000 bees in my yard one day. That happened. That was probably the most interesting thing that happened to me.
Whoa.
It was fucked up. It was really fucking scary.
That is terrifying.
It was apocalyptic. I was like, I hate this.
Did you write a song about it?
No.
Oh.
I'm too scared.
You think the bees are going to hear it?
Dude, when I tell you, I turned around and there was like 30,000 bees swarming.
30,000?
That's what the lady said.
Bullshit.
That's what the lady
Wait,
said.
so hold on. So you
Wouldn't
just
lie.
Okay, you're in this house, right? You're living in the
I'm
house.
smoking weed in my studio, rehearsing.
But the bees just show
And
up one day?
I saw 3-4 bees
Okay.
a day, probably leading up. And I went, that's too many bees. Three or four, not loving that. We should cut this plant down. I don't fucking I don't want bees in my yard. It scares the shit out of me.
And in how long do 3 to 4 turn to 30,000?
Honey, I turned around. No, I have a fucking video. I turned around and there were 30,000 bees.
Okay.
And I'm stoned.
That's terrifying.
And I Google, help me. There are bees. And a number came up for a bee service that comes and gets them safely into a box and then releases them over the canyon. One of the canyons. I don't know which one.
And they came?
They came. Hottest man I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
So sexy.
Interesting.
No suit.
What?
Raw dogging it.
Dude, wait,
No
that
way.
adds to it, no?
And he knew. We were just like, oh, daddy. And he's like sawing off. So he cuts... He puts down a box. This has nothing to do with my record, but it's a really interesting story.
This is pretty interesting.
He puts down a box with another queen in it.
Yeah.
Because the bees, the pheromone of the queen, doesn't matter if it's their queen or another queen, draws the bees in. So then so there's 30,000 bees in the sky. Okay? The sky is black. Like the sky, you cannot see the clouds. It's so fucked up. It's really scary. And he opens the fucking box and you can see they're starting to go in. And then he cuts a hole in the wall of the outside wall of my yard. Like there was a fence that was like a plaster wall on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And he cuts it open and he goes, look. And he goes in and he scoops a basketball size ball of bees.
With his hands?
With his hands. And he's getting fucking bitten and he doesn't care. And he's like, look. And it's a fucking ball of bees. It's all bees.
It's not a comb, it's just straight up bees.
It's bees. And the reason is that the inside that basketball is the queen. They're so smart. They're swarming. So those 3 or 4 bees I saw leading up to this Armageddon was the scouts being like, do we want to move in?
Whoa.
To King Princess's yard. And the answer was yes.
And they did.
Yeah. And he saved he said he saved probably 90% of the bees.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he just is getting stung. He has no suit on.
At one point he put gloves on and I was like, that's it?
That's crazy.
And his wife is videoing and she's getting fucked up too.
What?
They don't give a fuck.
Wait, no, that's a TV show. What? These people just do that?
The only reason I knew that this was what was happening was because it happened to my friend. My friend Ethan Gruska, who's a producer.
Common.
He was he told me this story where he turned around and there was 30,000 bees in his fucking kitchen.
Fuck in the kitchen?
Inside.
Oh, dude.
So mine was outside.
You survived.
I moved to New York. And
That's the real reason you left LA.
When's the last time you saw a bee? Because they don't go to Williamsburg.
I have bees in my yard.
Oh, they exist? Okay.
But the big fat ones with the dump trucks.
Oh, they're cute.
We like them.
Yeah, like the furry ones, right?
These are honeybees.
Yeah. Not the wasp.
I don't like that.
I get that.
So that's that.
Oh, that's a great
Then I
story.
moved to New York.
Cry.
Yeah.
What headspace are you in when you write this record?
With that song, I was so mad because I had a friendship that did not work out with an artist, and I was I was in this era of being I really should have more friends who are musicians. Wrong. I backpedaled on that.
How do you even go about okay, you have this mission. You're like, oh, I need to have more
I don't
like-minded.
know. For a while, my team was like, you have to be more social.
So what are you
with other artists.
Are you
And I was like,
DMing people?
yeah, or like I met her at a party or I don't know, something like that. And it was just two divas. It turned into like two divas in the ring, and it was like two queen bees. Like there was a fight, and it was just, and I ended up being kind of treated like shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I am not doing this. I have amazing people in my life. I don't need famous friends. Bullshit.
Why did they want you to have famous friends in the first place? Because it's like a good look?
Probably, yeah. You know, I think I just was like, I just need to focus on the people I love and, you know, be careful with when and where I give myself and give my energy to friendships, because friendships are also a massive breeding ground for girl violence.
Real.
And that was just kind of an eye-opener for me. It's like being friends with someone who just like doesn't really like you, doesn't really get the vision, is judgmental, and how it's so common to be in female friendships like that are competitive. There was a lot of competition and like insecurity on both sides, but really mostly not mine, because I felt, yeah, and I just kind of felt blindsided by it, and I wrote this song that felt angry and pointed, and you know, something. It feels good to like write a song that's angry when you're fucking angry.
How does something like that fizzle out? Is it just silence or?
Like a friendship like that?
Yeah.
I was just like, bye. You know? I don't know. I have friendships
Needed.
where I am held accountable. And like I hold my friends accountable. Like we hold each other accountable. That's a huge part of my friendships, is like I prefer to be in relationships where you are able to be like, hey dude, I really didn't like how you moved XYZ.
Totally.
Like, you know, and same goes for me. Like, thank God I have friends that are like, Mikaela, we got to talk about this, you know, and that's been super helpful in my life, like through the different stages of my career, you know, the ups and downs, you know, your head gets big and you sometimes act like a doucher. And if you're lucky, you have people who go, that's not cool. And I've learned that that's how I like to operate, and that's how the only types of friendships I want to be in are with people who are honest. And I don't want to be friends with people where you're required to act a certain way in order to not piss someone off.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, that's what this was. It was like this thing where I was like, if I spoke my mind, it was like, she was like, no one talks to me like that. And I'm like, well, sorry. This fucking sucks. I'm so sorry. You live that way, because being held accountable is one of the great learning lessons of life. You know, you're supposed to be told when you're wrong. That's okay.
Yeah. By the way, it's like,
we think that's obvious, but it's not always obvious to people.
But it's also how you come back from that, and how you like, accountability is one thing. And then like, how do you heal from that? How do you learn from that? How do you move forward from that?
Yeah, I think it's really fair to be like, you know, I don't know. I just, as like people in the, you know, artists in the industry, it's just really common to be told what you want to hear.
Totally.
And I just don't want that.
And by the way, most new friendships are going to be like that to a certain degree. You know, like it takes a while before you can.
Yeah, but it's easy to get the vibe when someone does not like to be told what they don't want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and that's just like, it's,
yeah.
It's just like, you're like, and in LA.
That's most of them.
It's most of LA. I feel like New York's a little more like.
Of course.
Hey, bitch, you fucked up.
Yeah, they want honesty.
You know, I don't know. That was a big learning curve for me here in LA too, where I was just like, I was a lot for people. And I was like, well, in New York, it's not really a lot, but here it is.
I realize that as well.
Do you have that thing too?
100% me. And then some, like my best friend, Craig, who works over there, like he's had to like navigate differently because he comes with a different sort of intensity that people find offensive here. It's like a bluntness and an honesty and this like, that like kind of cuts through, and people here are very soft and they want to be coddled and they want things on a rounded edge and not ever a sharp edge. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's this entitlement to kindness. It's like you are not entitled. People don't have to be kind to you. But like that's not like a fucking, I don't know. I find it very off-putting. Like I just would rather meet someone and be like, wow, that's a really big personality that I, either jive with or I don't. But they're being themselves. Great.
Is it true that your parents met in a metal band?
Well, they met in AA, but they were in a metal band together.
That's badass.
It was, my mom's a singer. My dad's a drummer.
That's sick.
A tale as old as time.
And you just grew up around instruments your whole life.
Yeah. I mean, my dad's studio was in one building, but my mom's house was also full of instruments. Like, I think I was drawn to that. I must have been drawn to some degree just off the bat, but they made sure that they were just sitting around. But they never pushed me. Like, I didn't really do lessons. I did brief lessons, but mostly it was just, out of necessity, I think, just like wanting to write about my feelings and, having tools around me that I needed to access and learning the instruments over time.
What's your greatest strength as an artist?
My musicianship. I'm a pretty fucking good player. Like I'm like a Swiss Army knife. Like I can kind of figure anything out and I can learn things to the level I need to be at to do the thing I want to do.
That's an asset.
It's a super asset, and there are moments where I'm like, God, thank God I play instruments the way I do.
When and how did you first start getting your music out there? Because you had 1950 was on your first EP.
I was a SoundCloud kid for sure. Just like, maybe a couple thousand followers on SoundCloud, just putting stuff out there. And then when Spotify was first up and running, I definitely put stuff up there just through TuneCore, because you can
Totally.
Have an account. Anybody can put music on Spotify. But mostly I was a studio rat. There was always kids who played shows, and I was less of that type of kid. I was more I wanted to be in the studio and record. And I just spent a lot of my time weekends after school, taking a session with basically anyone who would work with me. It was a lot of kids who graduated from Clive, but that were older, but really sweet and kind. And everyone knew who my dad was too, in the recording engineer community. He's, people know his studio in New York. He's not massive. It's not an Electric Lady type vibe, but it's he's well enough that no one fucked with me. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Especially the older men that I was surrounding myself with. I never had a weird, creepy thing, which made me happy.
Is it true you were making music with Charli XCX pre-Brad era?
I've been in the studio with Charli.
Well, where did this song sit today?
I have no idea, honestly. I feel they probably weren't right for her. I was definitely in a, I don't know. I would definitely always be this, let's try this, or let's try this. I mean, she's just so much fun to be in the studio with. She's such a talent. I don't think anything really came of those songs, but.
What were they written or crafted with the intention of? For you, for her?
I don't know. I think I always just wanted to be on a song with her, and I wanted to figure out a way to do it. But she's one of the kindest people that I've encountered in the industry, and she was always really good to me and real with me, and we partied a bunch, and yeah, I mean, nothing came of it, but I honestly just value having known her and having the ability to talk to somebody like that, who is so incredibly smart and wise about having such a long career. I mean, that's the thing. It's that's what you want. You want a long career. You want to be the tortoise, who is just, you're fucking chugging along, and the good shit comes when you just keep chugging. It's not about instant success or virality. It's about over time building something. And you see that with her fan base. You see a group of people there's people who have rode for her since the beginning, and there's people who have gotten on the wagon later, but they all got there.
True.
That's the dream, right?
You only have one collaboration on this album.
Mm-hmm.
It's with Joe Talbot.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I love that IDLES record. I think he is an incredible writer, an incredible lyricist. I listened to Tank so much while making this record. And I saw them a bunch. Like, the first time I saw them play was Jules Holland, and I was playing 1950.
Sick.
And they were playing. And at the end of their song, because, you know, they rotate the camera. At the end of their song, he threw a drumstick. The drummer threw a drumstick, and it went like here, like right past me. And I was like, whoa. Like, and they felt so bad about it. They covered our stage in their flowers.
Oh, wow.
And then I played my song.
By the way, if you don't know Jules Holland, just YouTube search Jules Holland, watch his show. It's
fabulous.
Yeah, it's incredible. And to be on that show is a fucking huge, like, that's a big deal.
And it was early in my career too. I think it was right after or before I played Glastonbury. Like, we drove from, probably still high, from Glastonbury to Jules Holland. And that was like my first ever TV appearance.
How much of like all of that do you remember? Because like that was
Less than I want to.
Really?
I feel like I like don't remember a lot of stuff.
Because it is like this immediate just launch. And
it was cray-cray.
You don't.
That's the medical term.
They diagnosed you?
I was diagnosed as cray-cray. It was really crazy.
Well, because there's no part of you that even expects that, right?
First of all, they put no money into promoting 1950. That happened like out of nowhere. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's crazy to say because you'd think that there was this whole elaborate campaign behind launching my project, but there wasn't.
How much of you wanted to go back and really understand and reverse engineer the success of that so you could just figure it out for your own sanity?
I spent a lot of years wanting to do that, and now I don't. I think that happened for a reason, like as a lesson, where it was like, here's the thing that you thought you wanted. It happened to you. And I have a lot of regrets of my behavior during that time and how I carried myself after getting that much attention and praise and friends and money and drugs. And I think about it and I'm like, you know, I have these regrets, but also I got it out of the way early. Like, I will never, if this ever happens to me again, it will not be like that because I know now. And I learned the hard lessons of what happens when you take things for granted. But I also spent a lot of time thinking about how, you know, because you get told things like, well, you did it, so you can just do it again. You know, we know you can do it. And I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm going to make the music I want to make. I'm going to make the albums I want to make. I'm going to have a very long career as a tortoise. I just want to do what I want to do. And I want to connect with people when that feels right. And when people want to connect with me. And I'm going to keep just elevating the music. And I'm not going to fucking go on a mind loop about how to orchestrate viral success again. It's impossible.
No, because you just made it clear that wasn't orchestrated, right?
It's impossible.
Yeah.
I think that it could very well, like, another song could be massive at some point, but it hit a zeitgeist. There wasn't a lot of lesbians making music with girl pronouns, and Harry Styles fucking tweeted it. So it's like, you know, the culmination of me being gay and hot and Harry Styles was like the ultimate scissor. Right?
No,
the Scissor Sisters.
They were locked in.
It was locked.
Yeah, they were.
Coochies adhered.
You're very special.
Thank you.
You really are special. And you have the right mindset, genuinely. Why do you make music? Is it for you or for other people?
I think it's for me. I mean, when I'm making it, it's for me. Putting it out is not for me at all. I think that's the thing that I've really come to terms with is like putting out music is excruciating and it's not for me. That's when it's for everybody else. But making it is the special part. Like making it is the part I can't live without. Putting it out, but making it is like, that is the thing. That is the therapy. Like that's the gift, you know, being able to be in the studio with your friends and write about your feelings and play instruments and make jokes and do something with yourself. Like that is the gift. And that's 100% for me. But I also do have like, I luckily have such an incredible fan base. And like I say, I've said this before about this record, but with this record, I could picture the first 3 rows of my show and I had them in mind because I have such a great audience. They tell me what I need to know. Like when I take a record on tour, playing that record live will tell me exactly what I need to know about how to make it better for live.
Really?
Yeah, because you just know, like the way they freak out, the way they respond to stuff is like the best barometer of if a song works. So with that in mind, I made this record very much so with a live mindset. Like, what would the first 3 rows love?
It's working.
I think it's working because we did the Market Hotel show and the kids were
happy.
Yeah, it was hot in there. Like coochie sweat hot.
Listen to Cry, 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 Get Your Heart Broken. Listen to the whole album, Girl Violence. What's your favorite?
Well, I think I do like Cry, Cry, Cry. I like the upbeat, poppier sounds.
Absolutely.
I did want to ask about Jamie and Serena. Why did they deserve songs?
Yeah, well, Jamie is like, to me, feels like a continuation on this Cry, Cry, Cry thing of like being in a relationship, whether it's a friendship, a business relationship, or like a romantic relationship with someone who's just like not getting you. Mm-hmm. And that want that we all have to be like understood and loved and looking for it in the wrong places. So Jamie is that person. Like everyone has a Jamie in their life that are just not going to give you what you want, you know, and you're going to keep trying and it's going to be the same thing over and over again. And then Serena is a lullaby to one of my friends. And that's, I really wanted to end the record with this side of girl violence that is like, but at the end of the day, love is not dead. It doesn't go away. There's endless love. I have endless love. Like I can be in love 1,000,000 times and I'm still gonna fall in love. You know, like, and for Serena, it's like this. It's this ode to love and commitment. You know?
This album feels like a dedication to the types of relationships you have in your life.
Totally. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, well, I write autobiographically, so a lot of the record is about what has gone down. The good shit, the bad shit, the complicated shit that feels like somewhere between love and hate. And I think yeah, a lot of my friends and loved ones have a place on this record.
You got to listen to the album, Girl Violence. It's waiting for you. It's all on Amazon Music. There's a link below. We got to get you out of here. But my very last question.
Yeah.
Very last.
Okay.
What was it like when you watched Titanic for the first time?
It was more recently than you'd think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
This is the most interesting bit of lore about you.
I think that Kate Winslet has the best titties in the game.
Fascinating.
Like, name better titties.
I'm not really looking.
Name them.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'm not looking.
Ever?
Not really.
You're like one of those gays? You don't look at any titties ever?
I mean, like
you're like, ew.
No, not you. I can.
Cooties?
No, not cooties. I respect it. I can understand why people get down.
She has the best rack in the game. That's what I thought when I watched it.
Really?
And he looks like a lesbian.
It wasn't that you saw your great grandparents on screen?
I thought, this is a horrible situation. This is a fucking nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. That is a horrible vibe.
Can you give context to the lore?
Yeah, okay.
Because it's really, like, I remember growing up and crying at this scene. Like, being a kid.
Of the old people?
Yes. This, like, version of love that was so intense and beautiful.
Where do you think I get it from? These extra fags. They're so extra. I mean, it's beyond. I have to get it from somewhere,
so real.
right? Like, I did think when I found out, I was like, that makes so much sense. Emotionally, for me, my behavior.
Context.
Okay, so basically what had happened was,
The Titanic.
so you know the Titanic? Do you remember? Do you remember? Okay, when it hit the iceberg? You remember when it hit the iceberg? That you get, icebergs look small, but then underneath is cray-cray? Okay, so it hit the boat. They were like, it's unsinkable. Lies. It was fully sinkable. It sunk. But they gave lifeboat. Okay, so my full disclosure, my great-great-grandparents were in first class. Fears. And they had brought an assistant, for their glam or whatever. I don't know what they were doing, but they had she had like a ring light, the assistant. So they were in the first class. They had the assistant. When it started going down, they were like, all the women, the rich women, get to go, and the mothers and the children get to go on the boat, on the lifeboat. But the men stay back. And she decided that she was going to stay, and she gave the lifeboat spot to the assistant, and she died with her man.
And in the movie, they are depicted as the old couple that literally sinks, like holding each other.
I think that's falsified.
Really?
I had heard through the grapevine of the internet that they were last seen on the hull.
Oh.
But that's also kind of cunt. Like,
yeah.
I mean, if the ship was like this, the ship was erect. By the end, it was literally, you saw the movie. It's like, it went down like, so wherever they were, it sucked. And it was probably a horrible, slow, painful death for them. Right?
Yeah, 100% yes. Yes.
I don't know what would cause someone to make that decision.
Well, go on the Titanic or go to the hole?
To not take the fucking lifeboat.
No, I mean...
Loyalty.
Loyalty, marriage, love. And the idea that she's going to die with a broken heart regardless.
She said, not me.
I'm like elbows getting on that lifeboat.
Anyway, Girl Violence is waiting for you. It's all on Amazon Music. There's a link below. You're also an incredible actress. We ran out of time. Please come back whenever. You're just a fun guest. You're a good hang.
I'll come whenever.
Yeah, and we could maybe go to Brooklyn or maybe we'll go back or something for like.
Yeah, we should.
You guys have to come to Bazongas.
I would love that. It would really mean a lot.
Please come.
Yes.
Do a lot of straights go?
We have a fair amount, mostly my friends.
Okay.
I allow my male friends in.
Perfect.
But we're going to have to zhuzh you.
Okay.
If that's all right.
Yeah, you'll
I'm
figure
down
it
for
out.
whatever.
There's going to be a wig. Yeah.
Link below, Girl Violence. King Princess, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.